we're doing it so that we can prepare people for just this situation. Now, for all you revolutionary, I want to be a Black Panther, I want to be a this, I want to be a that, I want to be like you, I want to be at Malcolm. This is where it's at. This is where that training comes into play. It's not about talking about what we're going to do if somebody do something. It's about being able to sustain, protect, and defend our property and ourselves in a situation like this. So you have to be able to do that. Okay? So that's that part. Now, I also want to move on internationally to the situation in Libya. You know, we're hearing all these reports about Tripoli being overthrown. I just put on Facebook the real deal. The fight is on in Tripoli. The so-called government-sponsored rebels have not overthrown Tripoli. They have not chased the Gaddafi people out. There's a fight going on. And what we are being victim to is the media weapon of the West, which is teaching us the opposite, telling us that Gaddafi's sons got captured, and then we turn around and it's a reporter from CNN who says they just saw his son out in battle fighting. See, so watch out. Malcolm told us 60 years ago that this media has the ability to make your friends your enemies your friends. If you don't believe it, look at history. At one point, the world, thanks to Western media, was defending Germans and was against other people. Then pretty soon the Germans were our friends. You know, now after World War II, the Germans and Japanese become allies of America, and then countries that were allies of America become the enemies. See, just with a stroke of a pen. This is what they do. We don't control media, so don't believe everything you read in the paper. Matter of fact, don't believe nothing you read in the paper other than the fact that the word actually exists. So if they write THE, that is the, but don't believe anything else that comes after that. Do your research. Know the definitions of words. Etymology is important. If you don't know what a word means, you don't know how it's being used, therefore you won't know where to go with it. This is part of your war strategy. As you see behind me, we have the red, black, and green flag. I'm posting this behind me, particularly in this African Talk, because when you look at the TV, you see red, black, and green flags for the people who are against Gaddafi, our brother in arms. No, note this. The red, black, and green flag was used by the Mahdi who fought against the British. He used the red, black, and green flag I have behind me. And this flag was introduced to Marcus Garvey via a man named Dusa Muhammad Ali, who was from Egypt, who came and gave Marcus Garvey, Honorable Marcus Garvey, this knowledge, who gave it to us. So when you see it on the TV, two things you gotta remember. Those are not our friends. Those particular people, Arabs, are in the process of ethnically cleansing the Tuareg, who are the inhabitants of the land, black people, cleansing them out of the land as they come in. So we have two things going on. You have a Western-backed influx of people fighting for the riches of the land, for the interests of white people. And then you also have the Arab coming in and wiping out all African people in the process, which is an age-old beef. So we have to be aware of that. And if you notice in their flags in the center, right about here, you'll see the Turkish star and crescent. For those who don't understand, the Turkish people are European. They have no concern for us. I don't care if they practice Islam. So what? They have no concern. Don't sleep. It's white Christians here killing black Christians here. So just because somebody says they pray like you doesn't mean they have you in concern or even in mind. So let's get that clear. And this is going out directly to all of the knee-buckling, buck-dancing, I'm scared to death to be black Muslims. And I'm a Muslim. And I'm telling you that we have to stop that. Stop being afraid to tell the truth. The truth is, to this day, Arab slave trades exist. The Arab slave trade existed, the so-called Arabs, we the original Arab, that's a whole nother story. The so-called Arab slave trade existed before the coming of Islam and the revelation of Islam, and is going on today. There's a movie called I Am Slave. If you have a chance to get it, get it. It's about one sister's plight. But this is an ongoing epidemic right now, not just in the Sudan, but in most of northeastern Africa. You know, and then right here in America, where you think all these little kids that are missing, what do you think is going on? They're not running away from home because they're mad that they didn't get to play the Xbox today. A lot of these children are being snatched off the streets and sent around the world as a perpetual slave force. You know, a perpetual slave and sex labor force. So let's wake up, people, and understand what's going on. This is a war. We are at and have been in war for over 1,000 years. This is not a game. This is not a joke. Now we're just coming to the climax of all of this. So we have to understand that and move on that. You know, last but not least, get involved. You have to get involved to make change. You can't make change if you're going to be on Facebook. This is to the Facebook warriors. Okay? Some people shoot y'all down saying that's not good. No, that's propaganda. And I totally am with the use of propaganda as a weapon. So get on Facebook, but I don't want to hear that you bought a new pair of sneakers. I don't want to hear about your man's car. I want to hear about the subject I'm talking about right now. Get on there. Some of y'all spend 8, 9, 10, 12 hours on the computer daily. You should be looking up websites that are useful and posting this information. That's your job. For others who want to get out and talk about, self-defense is the mechanism, fine, start training. All you workout brothers, all you brothers I see getting it in, I'm proud, yeah, keep getting it in. Now you have to form defense leagues. And you have to train with the purpose of defending our nation. All you academic giants who are into the lectures and into the scholarly side of it, start writing books. Start putting out information based on what you've learned so that other people can learn. This is what we need. We need to form contingents and contingencies for this onslaught, because trust me, family, it is coming. If it's already here in some fashion. But now, this European, he realizes his demise is that far away. And he's going to all-out blitz. And if we're not prepared, starting with these so-called natural disasters, we're going to be done. I mean, right now, this little 5.9 earthquake, it put a crack in the Washington Monument. And they found another crack today. That shows that, the obelisk is the framework for the Washington Monument, but they can't get it right. The obelisk has been here through thousands of earthquakes, man-made situations and otherwise, and it's still here. One little earthquake already got a crack. So they know that their world is shallow. So they're going to attempt to move on us and do what they have to do. So stay alert, stay awake, family. And remember, www.72hours, HOURS.org. Go on it. Also, check this, Afrikan Talk. I'm on Facebook, Shaka Shakur. I will be posting different information so that you can get yourselves together and organized. All right, family? So in the meantime, by the way, excuse me, I heard that there's a 2.5 million bounty on Gaddafi's head. I'm wearing Sister Asada Shakur's picture, aka Joanne Chesimard. I'm wearing her picture because I want people to understand that the same people that put the $1 million bounty on her head are the same people that put the bounty on Brother Gaddafi's head. It is not the Libyan rebels. It's not some, regime. Who put the bounty on their head are the compiled Western Axis powers, Europe in general. The whole European front, from America all the way over to France. They all came together and they put this money up so that we, those of us who are not socially aware or politically conscious, will jump to be the ones to act like mercenaries to take out our heroes, to take out our freedom fighters, and take out our strugglers. So understand that fact. Don't fall for the hype, y'all. You know what I mean? Gaddafi is doing his thing. There's a history behind Libya. You should go take your time to look it up. All right? Let's get organized. Let's get involved. All power to the people. Black power. Salam alaikum. Free the land. Free all political prisoners.
We're not dying on any one front, but we're dying on all fronts.